Hello, this is Diné here, your time management expert, helping you to better manage your time as you work from home so you can get that time in for you. Providing tips and information for those of you who are too busy to get some time in for yourselves. And for those of you who feel that you have too much time for yourself and you're struggling with loneliness and the feeling of being alone as a remote worker, helping you to cope with those alone times. For many parents, working from home is ideal, being that they can work from the comfort of their homes while still having the flexibility and ease of access to their family. It's a decision that they would never give up, as it supports their ability to cultivate that work-life dynamics. But for some, this lifestyle plays out differently. And it's not necessarily that they want to head back into the workplace, but feelings of loneliness creeps in. And it's this one aspect, if once addressed, it would have a dramatic effect and impact on the family dynamics. In this video, I'll be talking about loneliness as you work from home, and specifically the impact that it has on your family relationships, and provide some suggestions on how to cope with these feelings. The feeling of loneliness can be emotionally draining. So as a result, your threshold for tolerance becomes shortened, causing you to be short-tempered and have less patience due to the fatigue. You may find that in the past you may have been able to handle things more smoothly, but due to the loneliness, your interactions with your family members lead them to feeling like they're walking on eggshells when they're around you. Conflicts over small issues and misunderstandings add to the strain and stress of daily parenting. To help create a shift in the family dynamics, create routines where you're having regular check-ins with your kids with the conscious intention to have a positive interaction, whether that be a family movie or game night, or even a family walk, or maybe small chat where you're practicing active listening skills as you ask them how their day was. The feeling of loneliness may cause some moms to isolate themselves because they need that space to deal with their own emotional needs. As moms may withdraw, that feeling of isolation makes it hard for them to be emotionally available for their children or partner. And it's not something that they may be doing intentionally, but subconsciously. It's a reaction to the loneliness. It's especially hard for the younger children as they feed off of mommy's energy. And as a result, the younger ones, feeling that emotional distance, respond by acting out in order to get that attention, which only makes the situation worse. If your kids are at home, it would be great to have a routine for check-in periods, perhaps at the end of the day or after a certain work task, to foster them remaining preoccupied, and it'll alleviate those feelings of disconnect. This will give you a moment to engage with them, and it creates balance and connection since they're getting those moments with you. Moms who are experiencing loneliness may find themselves developing an unhealthy attachment to their partner due to an increased dependency for emotional support. It may appear as if it will bring the couples closer together, but in actuality, it can create an imbalance in the relationship, especially if the partner is feeling pressure to keep things afloat. What tends to happen is the partner may have to take on more of the day-to-day activities, the day-to-day family responsibilities, or additional tasks to help mom cope. In this case, it would be beneficial to schedule in some time on your calendar with friends, family, or co-workers to ensure you stay connected with others. And actually booking that time and reserving it on your calendar ahead of time helps to keep you accountable and ensures those social check-ins, even if it's a virtual lunch. That'll be worthwhile for you to get those social interactions in. For some moms going through these symptoms of loneliness, especially if it's not something that they had experienced before and this is their first time, it can be very confusing and complex for them, since they are unsure or unable to articulate why they're exhibiting these behaviors like withdrawal or isolation. Her partner may interpret her behavior as lacking interest in the relationship or that she's pulling away and not engaging. This inability to communicate leads to misunderstandings. Take advantage if your workplace is offering professional support for social withdrawals if you sense that you're experiencing this. Even if it's virtual, it will still help you to feel connected. There are also so many online support groups and forums that are available for you to just talk or get advice from some other remote workers who may be experiencing these same symptoms. And just hearing from their experience, that could shed some light on what you may be going through. It'll also provide that validation that you're not going through this alone. Loneliness as a work-from-home mom can have an effect on your self-confidence. Not just at work due to the isolation, which may lower your motivation to work. For some, not having team members to keep you engaged and focused and motivated, it has an effect on your performance and how you feel about the work that you're doing. But the self-confidence as a result from loneliness can affect your role as a parent. The guilt of not spending as much time with your kids may lead you to feeling hypersensitive about whether you're doing a good job or not. And that'll tend to make you second guess your decisions, the decisions that you make for your kids. This will create unnecessary stress and tension within the family. This is one of the reasons why setting time aside in your day for an extracurricular activity or whatever form of exercise you find enjoyable or beneficial for you, that would be a helpful thing to do. And having it in as a routine, making it part of your day, allows it to flow into your schedule naturally. With regular investment in that activity, you will likely improve, giving you an area of your life that you could tap into for some confidence. Or even just acknowledging that you did one enjoyable thing for yourself in the day gives reference to your competency that you can stick to something. Or even simply reframing your inner dialogue to recognize that you're doing your best. That's useful. Many moms are already feeling like the lines are blurred between their personal and their professional lives. But combined with those feelings of loneliness, it can have an impact on the quality time that you spend with your family. Having thoughts of not getting out as much for business gatherings and the guilt that you may feel around that, or lack in your confidence at work, you may find that your mind just gets preoccupied with work concerns, even when you're not at work. This reduces your ability to be present with your family if your mind is preoccupied in this way. Try as best you can to set clear boundaries, whether it's with your work time, children, your personal time, to take breaks so you feel more in control, preventing work from taking over family or personal time, ensuring that you have that balance between it all, which will maintain your mental clarity. Loneliness is one of the first signs of mental health issues like depression, thoughts of suicide, anxiety, burnout. So don't let these symptoms get out of hand. As a mom, you have the responsibility to care for others, but it won't be possible if you're not caring for yourself. Taking action to address these feelings is important to improve your mental health and stabilize your emotions. It'll improve your productivity as you will be encouraged to communicate or have interactions with others, keeping you engaged and focused. You'll refrain from being isolated, allowing you to create that network of people who can be that emotional support for you when you need it. Connecting with others will help you to buffer those feelings that you're having of loneliness as you're talking through some of the feelings that you're experiencing, reducing that risk of burnout from holding it all in. If you find that the feeling of loneliness has been chronic or it's getting worse or feeling prolonged and is affecting your family life, please don't hesitate to reach out for help. Know that you are not alone. I hope you find this helpful. Feel free to reach out to me using my profile Calendly link if you'd like to discuss your personal situation and or need support overcoming these feelings of loneliness. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.